I believe I should be live. Well done on the Gradius Prickly. Doing it with the all speed, that's scary. That is awesome, well done. I'm gonna be following up. Hopefully I can do as well as our previous Gradius runner in this Gradius block. Got all the Gradius going. And I love it. And I just can't get enough. Without further ado, ready to you. Go over here. Alright. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to be playing the Famicom version. A lot easier than the arcade version. Hope I don't mess it up. Oh, I, for some reason, have a commentator. Yep. Gradius is being played, and suddenly I'm in the room. I know. It's scary stuff. I know, but, this is the Famicom version of Gradius 2. This is when they finally open up and start giving you some options beforehand, and open it up. Like, the sprite work in this is amazing. Like, there's a lot. It's really good. Let's jump into it, shall we? I'm just gonna start my timer there, and we're gonna be using spread bombs. The double is really nice, but spread bombs are amazing. Only the first Gradius core was destroyed. Grab a couple speed ups here early on. We'll actually grab that missile. Alright. So, the missile that we went for instead of the standard Gradius setup is the bomb, and as you can see, it does great work, and it will be used many a time in this run. And another difference from the first one, well, at least the first Famicom one, or the NES version. I meant to get an option, I kinda just forgot, that's okay. Is that this one is, first on the console to get 4 options. Salamander, aka Life Force, a game I played earlier in the marathon, the Famicom version of that has 3 options, but the first Gradius on the NES only had 2. This one will be upping it to the whole 4. Pretty typical standard of the Gradius series. Take that. How'd you like the bomb? Someone set us up the bomb. Perfect marathon for someone to set us up the bomb. Alright, and then you're gonna see something very familiar. If you did watch the Life Force run here, there's actually a lot of similar sprites between these two games. In that if you know Life Force, you're gonna know a lot of these, like the same flame arcs are in this one. The flame birds, like this is stage 3 in Life Force, essentially. It's you! Main screen turn on. But we're gonna just try to power ourselves up here early on. Once the flames go through on this one, they are done, period. You don't have to worry about them coming back up. And we are through one of the scarier sections at the beginning. Go ahead and get our options going here. And oh, look at that. We got fully maxed out right away. But they'll take one more. Alright, so the first boss is a nice giant bird phoenix of death. And the stars go away in the back. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Here's the first boss. There it goes. Very nice. Blaster bombs. Blaster bomb? Am I playing XCOM? These bombs are the explosive bombs that I'm quite great. And you'll notice that option is still highlighted down there. If we actually click it again, you get circular options for a little while. They last for about, I don't know, 20 seconds or so, maybe 10 seconds. Not very long. But it's a nice little thing if you want to go with the circular options. Do it a little differently. If you need like more top coverage somewhere and you don't want to use the double, that would be a good alternate choice for team use. Get rid of some of this ball here. Get through there. Alright, so basically I just want to try to, I'd also say 1cc, no 1p, but I forgot to change that, that's okay. I got hit by a bullet there, that is incredibly rude. But yeah, I'm just trying to reduce a bit of lag so the stage goes a little bit quicker for us. Getting rid of all the enemies ahead of time also gets rid of a lot of the danger issues that we would have. So these things, these little arms, you can't actually hurt them until they're all the way back, and then it just takes one shot. But one shot pushes them to the side, and get past them if you want. We'll go right here. Here we shoot anything that might spawn. Oh wait, we're too early. Trying to set up for the future here, but still have a little bit of arms to go through, one might say. Gradius Gaiden is a fantastic game. That's actually coming up later in this marathon. So if you're a big Gradius Gaiden fan, do not miss out. Alright, so we're gonna just abuse our bombs here a little bit. There we go. Alright, got rid of a lot of that up there, which was good. Look at those little Contra Scorpions. You can kill this boss, like, right away if you can get into there like that, yeah. I was a little late on it, but I figured we have a shield, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try, why not, right? Alright, and we have another boss coming up here. Life Force in this does share a lot of sprites. In fact, this boss is in Life Force, but it's actually from the frontal view, not the side view that we have there. And that is stage 2. Come on to stage 2. And of course the music in Gradius can almost without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Just picking up some extras there. I probably should have cycled my shield, but go with it. We'll just go with it. This is a good stage if you have the upshot double. Really good stage for it. Probably one of the best to be entirely honest. A lot of crap on the ceiling of this dude. But if we can get ahead of it, we can get rid of it. Also, a nice strat is just pulling your bombs back to shoot outs on the other side of those on the other side, though. That one was a bit risky and unnecessary. I believe the one coming up here is a little bit easier and better overall, because they're like right there, yeah. So that, up here, we took another bullet. Let's take another couple bullets here. Field refreshed. You destroy the volcano so they can stop firing at you, which is quite nice. A little harder to hit this one without the upshot, but you can get just close enough to get your options up. Right. We're through that. That's kind of like a... This is like a double header stage. There's no real boss at the end of this one. But then we go straight to the crystal section. The music here is absolute. I mean, how can you not love it? The Shmup Marathon has been amazing. Yeah, there's so much talent in the shmup world, and I appreciate it, each and every single one of the talents here, showing them off. Had a blast watching and participating. Fortunately for most of this section, it's going to slow down a bit unless I can clear a good portion of these crystals off the screen. See what happens here. Yeah, I agree. When I figured this was out on the Famicom and not the NES, I was like, what? Then I played this version and I was like, this game's amazing. What? I did grow up with Life Force. Life Force was my first shmup. And this has a lot of me reminiscent about Life Force in it. And, and like, it's amazing. It's probably a better shmup than either Life Force and Gradius objectively, but, you know, I love the first death. This is good. Really good NES shmup, I would say. Famicom. Yeah, we just gotta get through the crystal fields here. I had the record in Gradius 2, Gradius 3 at one point, long time ago. I retook the one in the first one because there was some new... I figured out how to skip, like, a significant portion of the 7th stage boss. I think it was beaten since then, but the fact that, like, people keep running these games is what really makes me happy, because I like seeing the new strats, I like seeing what people are, you know, what they can bring to the game. I just like the popularity going up. And I know, obviously, Gradius is one of the most well-known shmup series out there. I just like seeing the community active and kicking butt, you know. So Gradius, and you got Life Force when it came out. Oh man, Life Force is so good. I played that one, yesterday morning at about like 1 in the morning here, 3 AM East Coast. That I played Dragon Spirit and Image Fight. Image Fight, not one of the best shmups, but I do enjoy it. Usually a pretty easy way to one-cycle them. I don't remember. I actually figured out the speed strat of going straight in on them. Like, if you get them on the bottom of the screen and go in, they won't hit you. And you can dominate them that way. La 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 la. Arcade Image Fight, yeah. You should specify that. I don't hate Image Fight. I don't think it's a bad game, but the NES one is very... I don't just think it's as fleshed out as shmups, even for its era. But a good game, nonetheless. Alright, it's Moai head time. Alright, we got our force field replenished. Typical Moai head stage in a Gradius game. This one actually has some of the more damage-filled Moai heads I played. A lot of them actually don't really take too much to kill. They just bomb in so many Fruit Loops that you can't really get to them. But this one, you gotta do a lot of damage. But with the bombs, you know, as soon as they open their mouth, it's just frame-perfect explosion. That'll get us some instant kills on these Moai heads. Beautiful. That's why the bombs are the best. Do you think the NES version? Power to you. I think there's a lot of good sprite work in it. I think my main issue is the actual way it plays. There's a lot of downtime, and it's very slow. Much like Dragon Spirit, which I love the game to death, has amazing music in it. But there's a lot that just doesn't happen a lot when you're playing it, and that feels like, not that I want difficulty to be increased to, like, ridiculous amounts, it's just that, like, on stage 4, Summon Dragon Spirit, you literally just go, like, 15 seconds with nothing happening on the screen. Like, alright. So it's like, it's areas like that where I feel like they could have been more creative with stuff. Big Moai head. Goodbye. No, I have a love for all shmups. Shmups are amazing. I've always loved playing shmups. I don't know, there's something about the reaction part of it that really is just fun. Or the quick kill part of it. You can just get right up here and boss fight over. No, well, you can one cycle that one too. I didn't have quite the placement. Close shot speed issues from the arcade. I didn't even know there was that many issues in the arcade with it. I never played the arcade version, so I can't really, I guess, say overall. But coming up here, we got a boss rush. I just assume normally the arcades are better than the NES counterparts. There are, of course, situations where that's not true, like Contra. Super C. Oh, what? Alright, first one down. Alright, we had this brain in the other game as well. Life Force, I should say, not just the other game. My brain's working on overtime here. I apologize. Alright, second boss down, brain go boom. Hey! Look at this little familiar SOP, huh? And be careful. That's, yeah. Normally that boss is a pain, but if you got these bombs, you just get inside of it with the options, and that's it. Alright, we got the heart from Life Force as well, the one where if you go around, you actually go back to stage 4. Brains, haircuts, hippies, brains! And then I think this is the last one? Yeah. Boss music change. Another one where you can set the options inside at the beginning, and even if you don't kill it right away, you should get rid of all of its barriers and just be able to dodge out of the way of the missiles. You actually, you want to be a little lower here than you normally would. Didn't quite get a super fast kill, but not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. Well, there goes those stages. As we'll grab some of these, right? I think in the first Gradius, the power-ups are actually worth points. Check that out. Makes it sad. That is sad. Oh yeah, we have a slight speed-up stage here. Actually, not quite here. But the music just reminded me, it's like, oh yeah! And that feel, this, you know, similar to the first stage or the last stage in Gradius 1. Yeah. Gotta make sure not to have the thing spawn on us. That would suck. Yeah. Also something to be wary of. No. There are a lot of bullets there. Is that the ceiling movement and the floor movement in the upcoming area. I think Gradius's biggest enemies in history are just... I think if there was a category that showed the cumulative number of deaths in Gradius, it would be walled by about 99%. The walls tend to, you know, they tend to get in the way when you need to be that little extra space to move to get away from the bullets. Ah, get that bullet. Okay. If you don't have enough speed, which, if you're going for like a low speed, I guess, it'd be rather difficult to get through that section. Otherwise, it's not too tough, it's not too fast. They made it a little faster and quite a bit tougher in the later version. Got some walls peeling off. And, being ripped as we know more of them. Boss time. Boss time. Yeah, you can actually get hit by that coming into the screen, by the way, and it instant. Yeah, I think they kind of just mix things up a lot in this. Now we get like the, I want to say the page is gonna start moving all over the place. That's the spooky one. Yeah. You can kind of see where it's gonna come from sometimes. Really. Let's just be scared. I don't know why I didn't go down there. Well, there you go. I brain farted. That was a mistake. Get a missile. Oh, we can have some use of the ones down there. Spooky. So the double I have isn't the one that would normally shoot upwards. What I have, it will shoot forwards and backwards. I'm not a big fan of, but, it's there. They make it on purpose, because this missile is amazing. It wouldn't be too bad, right? Go out the screen? Don't want your bullets here, man. Not the hardest boss. Yeah, when the HUD disappears, scary things happen. Alright, now we go to the final stage here. This is where it actually gets tough if I don't get some of my options back here. A little more speed. Go. Brain matter. Very intense music going on here. You know something's about to go down when you're flying inside of a bird. This is very first stage in Life Force. Many of these. And this is actually a pretty tough part when you don't have power-ups on. They tend to make a lot more than you get. Here? Oh, wait. Gotta have the gut stage, yeah. Alright. Sit down here. Go. Back up a bit. There it is. Yeah, cheap shots. They exist. And it's good to get past them as soon as possible. Yeah. And that, everyone, Gradius 2 on the Famicom. I want to thank you for being here for my run. I want you to thank your marathon. And as you can see, we're on the last boss. They actually do say something here, but the music is so loud you can't hear it. Like, the in-game music is too loud. So let's get ourselves a big old GG here. The last boss is very tough. Yeah, we can even go into the spot where they died. And time. that is Gradius 2. Another fantastic early shmup. That you can see the real progress they made from 1 to 2, much like Mega Man 1 to 2. There was like a similar good progression for this game. Thank you for all the GGs. I really appreciate that very much. Like, look at that little Vic Viper sprite right there. That's great. And again, great music for the end there, of course. This has been one of my favorite marathons on RGL. I'm such a big fan of shmups. I look forward to continuing. And coming up after me is Gradius 3, one of the most legendary shmups of all time, which Enemy will be filling out here for you. Special thanks to AC Team Gradius. Special thanks to God, Mr. God, or Miss God. Actually, it's Miss God. Miss God for Waka. I like it. It's the place to be. Not back to XCOM. No. I have other stuff I have to do tonight. But I will be watching the rest of this marathon for sure. And it's so good to see so many fans of shmups around here. Love having y'all. That's gonna be it for me. Go to that outro. And I will see you lovelies